like all the stuff that you've been seeing, what is your opinion on what happened?
The Charlie Kirk thing? I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't have an opinion on it. The only opinion I have, I've said it already, there's too many conspiracies around it, and all of them are plausible. There's video evidence and data that can be tracked and traced and shown to basically corroborate anything that you want to believe, man. As long as you have a presupposition, you'll find it there. But here's the thing you got to think about too. Dana doesn't want this shit to bomb either. So he's got to take some risk and bring in some people that are going to have the draw. Win or not, coked out or not, Conor will have the draw if they put him on the card.
Same with John Jones.
And John Jones will, and I think John Jones will get on the card.
I think he not. Maybe.
So I jumped out, and I was like, let's fucking go. I'll take both of you. And then I didn't realize that he was waiting. His friend was also there, like waiting for him, and his friend. And I said, I was like, ready to go. I was like, let's go. And he starts fucking mouthing off while he's walking away. And his friend that was just waiting for them, he's like going like this, trying to calm everybody down. And I was like, yeah, you're a fucking real big guy talking shit while you're walking away. Okay, sounds good.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of Ill Eagle Culture Brands Red Tape Talk. I'm your host, John Ostos, a.k.a. Ill Eagle CEO, and I'm here with my two counterparts, Dion Two Cup Larry, and Cody, he's flipping you off, and Cody Big Meat Mauk. What up, bro?
Hey, yeah, so I messaged you guys that little screenshot of that guy that I was talking to. Hopefully we can get him on, because I think his story, whatever he does.
Is this the dude that you were telling us that got picked up by, like, the CIA or some shit like that? Okay, okay.
But the more I listen to Candace, the more eye-opening, like the recruitment process for that is. I almost wonder if I don't know for sure. I would be curious what religion he is.
Oh, okay.
If he was an LDS or not.
Why all the Latter-day Saints are involved?
Supposedly, like, Utah is very LDS heavy, obviously.
Right.
And I guess that is a hotbed.
I mean, they're
for
Mormon,
CIA.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
CIA. Well, no.
Utah's heavy Mormon.
They are heavy Mormon, but there is a lot of LDS there. But I guess that LDS is not Mormon, right? That's Christian.
It's the Latter-day Saints.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Church of Latter-day Saints, right?
Yeah.
But
they're not Mormon that I know of.
Yeah. So, but I guess that the CIA recruits heavy out of LDS.
Weird. Why? Because they're sociopaths already?
They're probably like cultish behavior. I don't know.
Easy to manipulate.
Easy to manipulate. Like they follow certain rules. I don't know. But
interesting.
I guess that is a hotbed for CIA.
Can you guys believe that Poetic Flacco watched our whole podcast?
Yeah, that's crazy. That was a cool random shout out too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Poetic Flacco, man.
Yeah.
Bro. We got to get him back.
We didn't catch much wreck off of it, but it was cool that he did it.
Yeah.
I wish he would have done it for the one we recorded.
Yeah,
with
the one with him in it.
The 4-hour long one that we did.
I've never watched one of these podcasts, but
I'm like, bro, you have a 3.5 hour one with us. What do you mean?
That's funny.
That was funny.
He did say though, when I just thanked him, I just said, I appreciate that, bro. That was dope. And he's just like, yeah, for sure, man. He's like, we don't agree on this. I'm more left leaning. He's like, but I thought you guys made a lot of really good points in this. It was good to watch. I was like, dope. That's it.
Which is funny because that one obviously I was really angry, so I just kind of shouted it the whole time,
Yeah, but he did say when he's back in town he wants to come on again. So
for sure,
we'll do a shorter one for sure though.
Before we get into anything, John, I am curious. Have you been watching any of the Candace Owens?
I have not.
Have you watched any of the episodes?
I watched like the first half of the first one so far.
Okay.
So dove back in.
She is bringing up like the thing that pisses me off, and I know you don't want to get into politics, but the thing that pisses me off about this.
Well, this isn't politics. This is different.
But it's the fact that she brings up all these questions that people are asking, or just quite new questions that people aren't asking, and asking questions and trying to find
going to the sources,
the answer, and the sources behind the questions, and then people are attacking her for.
Almost systematically.
Almost systematically.
Yeah.
They're like going after.
They're being paid.
The new thing is crazy.
Yep.
Oh, she's crazy. She's just that crazy girl.
My
now.
thing is, why hasn't Charlie's wife or anyone from Turning Point like come out and said anything in regards to it? I thought his wife was going to give some kind of a
So here's the deal.
rebuttal or a response.
So here's the deal with that. Candace at the very beginning of her series said there's two people that can stop me to do
I heard
this.
that.
One of them is her husband. The other one is Erica Kirk.
And neither of them has tried,
Nope.
apparently.
Neither one said don't.
She
just
followed
stop.
her on Instagram. I
Right.
thought.
I remember that.
So either she wants Candace to ask questions and is going to see where this goes.
Interesting.
But yeah, she's asking a lot of very legit questions,
Yeah.
and it makes you wonder, like, yeah, what is that? What is going on here? That is strange, even if it leads to nowhere. But there is a lot of weird shit surrounding this whole entire thing,
Yeah.
and it keeps getting weirder and weirder.
It
Like,
gets more and more sus, man. To the
like,
point
there's
where
so
I
many
gave up.
freaking there's so many like different rabbit holes that you can
Yeah,
follow.
there's a ton.
And it's just like, what the fuck? Where are we going with this? Like, what is going on? But I do think that with Turning Point, I don't know. I hope that they are able to figure things out. But there's something there that is starting to bother me
Yeah.
with the whole
You
organization.
mean like the whole like a Zionist takeover of it?
Well, it seems to me that Charlie was asking a lot of questions.
Yeah.
towards
And trying
the
to
end.
get away from that.
Charlie was
and what
asking
they're
questions
saying.
about their finances. Charlie was questioning the whole Israel conflict on how they were acting over there, and he was pushing back on getting pressure from donors, and supposedly quote unquote friends of his,
Interesting.
and the fact that these Turning Point guys aren't just coming out and saying certain things is a little suspect to me.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So, but if anybody has time, the podcasts are really good, and she asks a lot of really good questions.
Mhm.
And I hope that some of these answers start to come out. But what I will say is that I have lost all fucking respect and credibility with Kash Patel. I think he's in way over his head.
Yep.
He doesn't know what he's doing. He looks. You can't see that. Yeah, we can see that now. He looks bad, dude. He looks so bad. And it just got worse from the Epstein files. Like that was a cascading snowball, and it just got worse and worse and worse. And now you bring up this, like he fired the head dude in Utah from the FBI. Like, was it a month before Charlie was assassinated, and replaced him with some other dude that is very strange that he got placed there.
Mhm.
And yeah, it just doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. And they keep claiming that they're like the most transparent administration ever, but yet they're like just as bad as the previous administration as far as
Right.
transparency.
Yep.
They keep saying, "Oh, we're going to do this, we're going to release that day one. Oh, okay. So now we're fucking almost a month since Charlie was assassinated, and we still don't know shit about everything.
They're trying to get it to wash over now too.
But it can't. There's too many people.
We thought that
asking
about
questions.
Trump's attempt.
Wait, what?
We thought that about Trump's assassination attempt too.
No.
We thought, oh no, there's no way this is going to just blow over and sweep under the rug, and it sure as shit did.
Not really, because
We have zero answers for that.
But look, yeah, you're right. No answers. But look at us questioning Kennedy's assassination. It's still to this day. I mean,
But that
that-
doesn't do
But
anything.
no,
that
yeah,
keeps
that,
getting-
that's just the proof that no matter what
that
we
keeps getting
question,
brought up.
they're going to put it
that
under
keeps
the
getting
rug.
brought up, and more people are asking more questions and starting to ask, like, okay, what is that? What is that in those files?
But they'll never have to answer those questions. That's the thing. So like they will sweep it under the rug.
For sure.
And as far as like accountability, I don't think that there's going to be any accountability
Ever.
for sure.
For any of the things that are happening and will happen going forward.
But
We get zero from these people
yeah,
on both sides of the fucking, political parties.
but Candace made a good point today. I was listening to her. I didn't finish it, but I was listening to her one that she released today, and She said with Charlie Kirk's assassination, it is going to be one of the biggest awakening moments for a lot of people. And I see a lot of people are asking some questions now and starting to notice things.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I've actually had family members that they're not Republican, that's for sure, or not conservative. And I disagree. I think they are a little more conservative than they like to believe. But they're even like, oh, that doesn't look good. Ooh, I don't think
Common sense people will get it.
yeah, what they're telling us isn't real. It's not
Yeah,
what it is.
right.
You know, there's somebody behind this.
The biggest fuck you, I think, right now is the amount of people that are in all these influencers. You see them saying, "Whoa, we got to back Israel," or we got to call Candace and Tucker.
Yeah, where do we
crazy."
get those checks from?
Yeah,
I'm trying to get us on that shit, bro. $7,000 a post.
a post.
Yeah.
I'm on it, bro. I'll say that they're the promised land and everything.
Dude, MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene, everybody calls her crazy, but she's the one fucking making the most sense. Why the fuck do we have a leader of a foreign government coming over to the United States saying to these influencers that they need to combat more online?
Yeah. Why are we allowing it, bro?
That is crazy.
Why are we
as
allowing
hell.
it? He could do whatever he wants from his platform in Israel on Zooms or whatever the hell, but he has no authority to be in our country campaigning the way
Paying
he is.
people to do it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's absurd, and it's totally what they were doing on the left, man. What we were complaining about back in the days here.
It was crazy that like he went on Nelk and was like, "You guys don't have real freedom of speech here, do you? 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
right.
you guys can't say whatever you want." When he gave him a script to read
Yeah.
ahead of time,
Right.
like this is what you can talk about.
Yes.
You literally are censoring them right there. Like, of course,
Yep.
That
that's
guy,
what the world is.
that guy is. He gives me the heebie-jeebies.
His voice alone is like, it almost seems like the character of or the voice of a villain character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That deep
Yeah.
bass monotone that he talks with.
If it's not more obvious than now, it'll never be obvious to you. But if you're listening to this and you're like, I'm not paying attention, well, you need to, because it's happening right in your face.
What about all
Pretty
the
bad.
content we're seeing too of this guy that they're posting of him being recorded, you know, at fucking doing addresses to his country, to their nation and all that stuff, where he's talking on camera about, you know, I have the United States under control. They do what I say, blah, blah, the whole government. And then you see the way that our government is so, you know, Zionistically drawn to this guy.
Yeah.
It's like, how is anyone looking at this and being like, that's not true?
Right.
And I feel like they're trying to do some damage control with the whole, oh, Trump stood up to him and said it's one way or the other, and you know, you won't have our support anymore. I'm like, yeah, right. Trump said that to him. You're just trying to clean up his base so that you can get him back on board with the bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, Trump ain't punking this dude or saying no shit. There
Not
ain't
at
no
all.
fucking way I'm buying that, bro. Not
Well,
at all.
yeah. And I think it's pretty obvious at this point that the majority of the government is paid for by Israel.
we are 100%
Israel's
occupied.
government.
Our government is occupied, bro.
Yep.
There's no other way to put it. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
So
Do they just have a lot of money or what? Like, how do they get there?
Yeah, it's our money.
we give it to them, and then
we're
they
like,
and then
"Can we
they
get
give
some
it
of that back.
They give
They
it back
funnel
to
it back.
people in our
Smart.
country
It's just a big
to
money
turn against
laundering scheme.
ourselves.
Just wash it.
Bro, they got us figured out. They made the United States a money hungry, you know, nation, and a very impressionable nation by telling us we're the leaders of everything. You know, we control fashion, we control this, we're the ones that everyone. I've traveled the world, bro. Everywhere we go, if they find out you're fucking American, they lose their shit over.
Oh yeah, for real. And
So we are a dominant force in the world's eyes, and these people figured out how to use that against us.
yeah, all the music in Italy, it was just American
Oh,
music, but
oh.
in their language. I'm like,
They
interesting.
idolize Americans, bro.
Yeah.
It's the craziest thing ever to experience.
It is. It is.
But it's facts, man. So yeah, I don't know. It's crazy.
So what do you think? Like all the stuff that you've been seeing, what is your opinion on what happened?
The Charlie Kirk thing, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't have an opinion on it. The only opinion I have, I've said it already. There's too many conspiracies around it, and all of them are plausible. There's video evidence and you know, data that can be tracked and traced and shown to basically corroborate anything that you want to believe, man. As long as you have a presupposition, you'll find it there to show proof and evidence to back your bullshit. So that to me is just like, they did this on purpose. They don't want us to have a fucking clue because they made everything look like it's plausible. All the characters that are involved, all the different people, you know, that are connected to the Israelis somehow, all of it looks bad, but all of it is plausible enough to say they can't all be right. So we just don't have a clue. That's kind of where we're at with this. And I don't know. Like if you want to believe that he jumped into the manhole, if you want to believe it's a fucking hologram, if you want to believe Israel did it, if you want to believe a woke leftist did it, if you want to believe his own security did it, all of the evidence is there to make yourself believe it.
Yeah.
100%. I've looked at everything and I went from one to the next. Like, this is it. Oh, it was the fucking mic that did it now. You know, like and all the evidence is there, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing says for certain this is how it was done. But they all work.
But I know for a fact, just by this one guy, I know for a fact that
Tyler,
something is more than it seems. George Zinn's.
Yeah.
George Zinn.
His connection to a lot lot of big things happening in this country.
Up. It was me. Shoot me.
Total obvious distraction. And he's been everywhere, and he's connected to past presidents too.
Yeah.
So that's not a good look. But here's what all of this tells me. This is my synopsis here, guys. One thing that they've told us is that they will always tell us what they're doing, so that it's our fault if it happens, because we had an opportunity to do something about it and we didn't. Yeah. It's part of their ritual or whatever their code is for their cult or their, you know, Illuminati teams or whatever it is, bro. Their MO is to tell us what they're doing and then leave us to figure out how we could stop it or how we can convince anybody it's real, while they just continue to go about their business. It's where they lose their guilt. We allowed it to happen. Now it's our fault, not theirs.
They also gained the mental strength of understanding, like, these people, we did this now and they're still not fighting back. We're good.
Well, notice they're compounded, right? So they hit us with one major event after the other and leave us questioning and second guessing and scouring the internet to see more. We're so distracted right now, bro.
Yeah.
I've never been in my phone more than since Charlie Kirk passed away, bro.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing,
and that's why I'm like, I keep saying I'm fucking done, man. I'm so distracted. I'm so caught up in this. My daughter's getting caught up in it now. Like, people who shouldn't be getting caught up in it are getting caught up in it. I'm just like, I gotta back down. Like, I don't want to do this, man. I legitimately do not, because there is no answer. If my kids come to me like, okay, Dad, well then how do you plan to protect us with all this knowledge? All I can say is I have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea, because I don't know what actually happened. I can only hypothesize based on the evidence that's there. And the problem with that is all of the evidence works.
Yeah.
If you want it to.
I feel like the biggest thing people need to understand is that, yeah, we want answers to what happened, but at the end of the day, all you need to know is that you're being lied to.
Yeah. 100%. That's the only thing we can conclude, is that whatever happened, we're being lied to about it right now. And the people lying to us are our own government, who are supposed to be working on behalf of us, and that our government is compromised.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
It's like that clear cut for sure.
You are being
There's no denying that part of it.
It's pretty shitty that, and then there's people out there that were saying that they're his friend, but still.
Well, that also proves I mean, we did a podcast years ago on loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
It's not real, bro. It's a tattoo. Loyalty is a fucking forearm tattoo in cursive to everyone. That's all that it means anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some script on your forearm to take a picture. That's all it means. No one truly has loyalty anymore, and we've seen that on display. In fact, the culture has hit loyalty as a facade so hard that the people who are fans of the rap game, the sports teams and players and all that, like, we're condoning. Like, you look at what's his name from the Timberwolves?
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, and then homeboy that just fucking tore his fucking ACL.
Tyreek.
I mean, these guys are showing a complete lack of loyalty to they're team players. They're supposed to be playing on a team. And these dudes have zero loyalty or accountability to themselves and the women that they put themselves with. But it's on display. The news is writing about it. Everyone's talking about it. And we're not saying how disgusting. They're saying like, oh, look, he has 19 baby mamas and 35 kids and he's paying child support and it's awesome. And this guy's a legend.
I think a guy on SportsCenter said about Tyreek Hill, they were talking about his injury. And he was like, I think it's karma for beating his wife.
Sure.
That's what he said. I was like, that's fire.
I'm down with that. Yeah. But to the point of loyalty, like it doesn't exist, and we're teaching it to society to not allow it to exist because we're condoning of like weird behavior, bro. You know what I mean? And I get it, homie. Like when I was young, I did all that bullshit. Like I'm not saying that I've been a perfect dude all my life. And what I used to understand, you know, I had loyal to the streets, you know, I had loyalty to the streets, to my homies, but I was disloyal to women and things like that in the past. I get that it's just part of what we go through in culture. But the point of all this is that we're supposed to evolve and learn. And I am. And I think that it's a very easy fix in theory to go back and correct culture and get us on the right path, but it'll never happen.
Yeah, people are too
It's too
persuaded
easy.
with being in the norm and being able to fit in. That's where you see the issue of loyalty. Like they just want to,
and everything's karmic, bro.
Yeah,
everything is. You know what I mean? So like, if you're struggling in life, bro, you could probably look back at your recent weeks and months and be like, oh yeah, it's my fault.
But
you know
people
what I mean?
can't do that. That's not
No, I know,
realistic.
but you probably could in most case scenarios if you were real about it and be like, damn, this is all on me. And I know that because in the act of putting good forward and trying to be as honest and sincere and loyal and everything that I can be, I'm reaping rewards for it, bro. I just keep progressing forward and working harder. And
it is possible.
And I'm feeling the karmic response in a positive way. As to when I'm not feeling it in a positive way, I can trace my steps and be like, damn, I brought this upon myself.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like even to the point where I'm like, these homeless people that we're seeing pandering on the streets and shit, I'm throwing money at them right now. I'm just like, fuck it here.
Do you hear that, folks?
Like
you hear that?
I'm just so focused on positivity right now because I've been so heavily focused on negativity, bro.
Yeah.
And everything that's coming from politics is just strictly negative, and my life and my energy is surrounded by negative energy because of it, bro. And I'm just trying to get away from it. It's too much.
Yeah.
And we're losing the battle, homie.
Dude, that video you said, you said this is Cody. What the Palantir?
That was pretty good.
It was funny because we argued about it the other day.
That's hilarious.
he's like, he's just stocks. Fuck yeah.
That's
too
funny.
true.
That's so funny. That's like straight up.
All the stocks are going up though. It's not just that one, but that one is going to be harmful in the future. But that's okay.
Do you have any XRP?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's bro. So they're announcing that they're using that for currency in all the real estate market right now. Like they're doing really big things with it. It's about to jump. I think.
A cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
I don't do crypto.
Oh man, XRP is something different.
I mean,
bro.
I think it will be a big thing, but I don't think it's something
I don't
that
do this
we
stuff,
want.
but when I found out more about XRP,
Tell that to people
and the stuff they're
Bitcoin.
doing, I told Angel, I gave Angel money. I said, let's get some XRP, bro, and you can watch
You know what
it.
Bitcoin's at right now?
I know Bitcoin.
120,000.
It's crazy, yes, but at the end of the day, if the government wants us to like just have money get taken away from us, that's going to be the best way to do it.
XRP went up to 309 today.
So, if you want something digital, then go ahead. If you want assets, I wouldn't have Bitcoin.
Yes,
I'm
but
with you on that. That's why I don't actually.
I understand where you're coming from, but
I don't think it's a bad idea if you're smart and you get out. But if you're using that as a currency to like keep and spend regularly, like I know cash is just as useless. But at the end of the day, if I have assets, then that's what's gonna
I'm
help
just
me.
saying,
Cash is just more recognized. Is all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
it's just like I don't know if we'll ever be alive when cash is no longer a thing.
Mhm.
But I mean, you can see now they're phasing out the penny. Eventually, I think that it's just all going to be.
So my biggest problem with that is that like anybody could take your shit at any time. There's nothing guarding that. There's no FDIC.
We're
Same with
already
the
there
bank.
though, bro. With the banks,
Different though.
It's all digital.
At the end of the day, I can go and say, "Hey, what happened here? Who took this? You need to track this down. You are required to track this down because you're FDIC certified. So like, I'm getting $250,000 back or whatever. However much money you got, you should be getting that back." Bitcoin, they can take it and you're lost. That's it. You don't get anything back.
Your bank can close and file bankruptcy and walk away with all your money.
They can. They don't have no money, but yeah, they can. They can. I'd be shocked.
Trust me, when people file bankruptcy, it's not because they're taking a loss. It's because they're taking it all.
Yeah, I mean, if they can
That's
do
what
that,
they do. They file bankruptcy to
they're
take
smart.
it all and start over.
I can't imagine Gate City's gonna do that anytime soon, but maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard
But
to
also,
say.
crypto is not the same. I mean, there's people that can take your crypto right now, and you
Right.
won't be able to find them ever.
Right.
There's no searching that. No one cares. The cops aren't gonna be like, "Oh, let me find your Bitcoin."
If I would have invested back when
When
everybody
everyone
was
saying
talking
to do
about it, I'd be a billionaire right now.
Yeah. Well, when Donald Trump controls it all, then you'll be all right.
Doubt it.
No, you know when XRP jumps and John and I become rich.
I hope you pull out. Then
you're gonna be like,
just know how to pull out. That's all I'm saying.
You're gonna be like, oh damn, I should have listened to those guys.
I hope you get rich, dude. I wouldn't say that. I would never say that. I'd hope so. I hope so. My loss is your gain.
Conor McGregor, is he fighting or what?
Yeah, we'll get to that one, but I want to go over this one first because this shit's been hilarious, bro.
This is funny.
Oh, I gotta get this on. There's this big craze right now about Candace Owens.
You know what's
and all
funny
the
is
videos
like
that
this
she's
was
been
like
posting.
3 episodes ago too.
Yeah, but like motherfuckers are scouring the internet just talking crazy talk about her. Check this out. This Candace Owens clip is driving some men crazy online.
What's wrong with you, Mom? Why are you so scared? Ask those questions. What's wrong with you, Mom? Why are you so scared? Don't get to ask those questions.
Raw. Next question.
Why are you so scared?
She will definitely help you put it in.
What's wrong with you?
She blows
Mom?
bubbles.
Why are you so scared? Don't get to ask those questions.
The grippy one is the funny.
Look at her
thing.
eyes. She got some freak in her. I can see it.
Don't get to ask those questions.
I'm ashamed that I will most definitely do it. It's bigger than this, bro. Like people were just like going for days on
That's
this stuff, man.
The grippy one was. She's like, oh, I know it's grippy or something.
Yeah, that one. I thought that one was on here, wasn't it?
What's wrong with you, Mom? Why are you so scared?
All right. So let's jump into the Conor McGregor thing real quick because this one's good. This is the video that Dion sent us. He's basically saying it's a done deal. He's on the White House card, right?
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Is what he's barking about right now.
Yeah, he said there's no negotiation.
When he uses this voice that we're about to see is when I'm like, this fool's coked out and lying out his ass.
He is coked out. We know that
and
for
sure.
sure.
He's using the voice. You know what I mean? He's like, I got 6 months, but he's like, he even said something. Well, you'll see the video, but he's talking about how because he's been to the White House, he's got a tactical advantage and shit. Bro, I'm like, good God.
Stupid.
I'm aware of my surroundings. It's like, see, when he talks like that, he's animated, right? He's trying to create some kind of cinematic value to the, because he wants them to be like, yeah, let's get him on the card. I don't think he's official yet, but let's check out this video because it's funny as hell. Done deal, he's saying.
What better way to come back instead of such an iconic event?
Is this a done deal? You're in?
Done
You made
deal,
a deal?
signed, delivered. It ain't a negotiation.
Wow.
It's a done deal, signed, delivered. McGregor
All right.
will compete in the White House alongside the President Trump's administration.
Yeah, but she's blinking.
I was there in the Oval Office. I met him. I have an awareness now of the surroundings that I will face inside this house and during this event, which is very, very important for me to have that one up on my opponent. You know, I have been out of competition for many years. I believe I have a 6-month operation ahead of me to get ready for this, to put on one hell of a show for the American people in celebration of their great birthday, 250 years of independence. We've done incredible business together. I'm the highest generating fighter of all time in the Ultimate Fighting Championship. They've just signed a breathtaking deal with Paramount where we go to cable TV, $7.7 billion that deal.
They're trying to shut him up.
Was approved for and ready to rock, baby. Bring in the big dog, the Mac G. What better way to come back?
Yeah.
They gave him the shut
so
up
much.
music.
He's like,
Yeah.
So this, after him saying that, then I see this, and I'm just like, there's no way this fool's coming back, bro. Look at him. He's in their faces. Why?
And this is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen.
Violence? Who's the king of violence? Come on, boys. Let's go. Face forward. Face forward.
It's Mike Perry, Jeremy Stevens. Perhaps a fight with McGregor on the line. It's the main event Saturday night here at the Prudential Center.
He just always wants to be the center of attention.
Yeah.
Always, bro. It's such a coke trait. Look at him like he's gonna fight him, bro. Look at him.
he misses it. He misses it for sure.
This guy is something else. So Do you guys think he's actually getting the White House card? Like it's officially a done deal, like he said, signed and delivered?
No, I don't think Dana would roll the dice on that.
It also has to be sanctioned, and he would have to go through testing.
Right.
I don't know what kind of testing they do now that USADA's gone, but he'd have to be inside of a testing pool at some point.
Yeah.
So
I think Dana sees that and he's like, hell no.
Right.
I mean, I don't care if he gets beat up by Michael Chandler. I'm not gonna pay to watch it for that. For sure.
I think that Dana doesn't want to roll the dice on him possibly
Doing
relapsing or
something possibly.
But here's the thing. You got to think about too. Dana doesn't want this shit to bomb either. So he's got to take some risk and bring in some people that are going to have the draw. Win or not, coked out or not, Conor will have the draw if they put him on the card.
Same with John Jones.
And John Jones will, and I think John Jones will get on the card.
I think he will too.
But these guys will have the draw, whether they're fight ready or not. They will have the draw.
They might be
and I think
out
they
on
might have
coke,
to bank on that. Yeah.
That's the cause.
Is it John Jones Aspinall, you think?
Yeah, and he's gonna
I think
lose.
John Jones, he's almost like kissing up, you know what I mean? The way he said he wants to come back. He's like, I made a bad decision or something like that, but this would be an honor to fight on this card on the biggest stage.
Because he just got in trouble too over that same period. We talked about that on here.
Oh, with the running away.
Hit and run. Another hit and run.
Yeah.
That would be a pretty insane card, though.
I mean, it would. It would be probably the junkiest card we've ever seen. But you know what I mean? It'd be like fucking
Sean O'Malley,
rehab roulette and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you do, man?
AA meeting fights.
Who else do you think is on this card then besides those two knuckleheads? If they could get him on, but like if not these dudes, who should be on this
Alex
card?
Pereira on the
Yeah,
card.
Pereira will for sure be on it.
He said, honestly, I could see them putting Alex Pereira versus Tom Aspinall for the
That'd
belt.
be crazy.
Because
I think Aspinall rock his head off. Bro.
Alex just said he
But
can't
don't you
make
think-
weight after
You
this.
you don't think they'll do all Americans? Not American versus American, but versus American fighter.
Tom Aspinall's not American. You're right.
He's UK.
Yeah, that would only make sense.
I don't even know very many American fighters though. To be honest, like they're not that good.
They're all retired, bro. They're gonna have to bring back all the fucking has-beens and the recent retirees.
I think there's a couple black dudes that are American. That's about it.
Kevin Holland.
Kevin Holland's the only one I'm really thinking of.
Bo Nickel.
Bo Nichols.
Is Kevin Holland American though?
I think so.
I thought he was from somewhere else too.
He's American.
Holland's like a
I'm
European
pretty sure
last
he's American.
name.
Pretty sure, isn't it? Pretty sure.
Purdy.
He's,
More importantly, the card this weekend. The card this weekend's supposed to be super fire. I had it pulled up.
is that Pierre?
Yeah.
Pierre.
So it's Magomed versus Pereira, or Ankalaev versus Pereira, Merab versus Corey Sandhagen, Yuri Protizaka or whatever versus Khalil Roundtree.
I like him.
Which one, Yuri?
The Yuri guy. Yeah, I like him.
I like Khalil Roundtree.
He is actually pretty dope too.
He does a lot of knockouts.
He's
and that's
wild,
fun to
yeah.
watch. Josh Emmett versus Yusuf Zala and some other guy's name I'm not going to try and pronounce.
That's this weekend?
That's this weekend.
Is that a pay-per-view or a Netflix
Pay-per-view.
one? Yeah.
Yep. It's supposed to be real good. I think Magomed is going to win. I think Merab will win. I think Khalil Roundtree will win. So that's my calls for the top three.
You got Pereira getting beat?
I got Pereira getting beat, yeah. He said he's just struggling to make the weight, so it's just tough.
Wow.
He doesn't seem as distracted, obviously, because he
Yeah.
was like out of the state for a while before that fight, their last fight. But wrestling's hard to beat, dude. It's hard to beat. So, but I don't know. It'll be interesting.
He said he's going to slap him.
I think he'll get wrestled for 5 rounds, and that's going to be it.
He said he's going to slap him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can slap him from the ground all you want. That doesn't really do much.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if, he might have a lot of tricks up his sleeve too.
Did I hear a rumor too that one of the Diaz brothers might get on the White House card too?
I could see that.
Not Nick.
No, hopefully
not
not
Nick.
Nick.
He's gone,
He's
right?
tired.
Like I think he's brain dead.
He was a
tweaking.
junkie for a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
He has always been a junkie, but he was twacked out.
That's
for a
that
bit.
Northern Cali shit, bro.
Yeah. I could see Nate coming back. I saw Dustin Poirier was
Nate Diaz versus Conor round 3.
That would be awful.
That'd be 4, wouldn't it?
That'd be 4.
Oh,
Yeah. So that would be not fun to watch. I
No,
think,
not at all. It's a fucking lame ass.
and they
fight.
just get so tired so fast.
Yeah.
But Dustin Poirier was talking about fighting Nate Diaz in boxing, in that new boxing that Dana's
That's right.
coming out with.
Yeah.
he said, I would come back for one more fight against Nathaniel. So, and I would like to see that because Nate can box. That's what he does. So,
Man, I don't know if fucking boxing. Fuck you up, man.
and the Eagles are going to win a Super Bowl since we're on sports, and that's going to be fun. So, undefeated, baby.
Yeah.
Did you see that
Vikings bomb.
potential trade that the Cowboys might get? I sent you guys today.
I didn't
They're
see
trying
it.
to get Crosby.
Max Crosby?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh.
interesting.
Interesting.
I like the Raiders the way they are right now, though. I think they've got a good squad. Their offensive line sucks, but
What do you think about Shadur staying
quiet.
QB3?
Dude, did you watch the press conference? So they were like, what do you think about the new QB switch that they did? And he was like,
Oh, really?
yeah, he didn't say any words. He just mimed. And they were like, are you thinking you might be able to move up in the roster? And he's just like, it's so funny. It was stupid, but and people are so pissed off about it. They're so mad. They're like, he needs to just get serious and stop making an embarrassment out of himself. It's like, shut up, bro. He's QB3. Like, any QB3 is not getting talked about. No QB3 gets talked about. And he's putting his name out there. Like, there's so many teams with trash-ass quarterbacks right now.
Yeah.
Vikings, like, mostly just the Vikings, really. And they could...
So many teams.
No, there's a lot
the
of
Vikings,
teams.
and then there was the Vikings.
Yeah, for sure the Vikings at least. I know that. So no, but he could go somewhere and they could try him out. You know, Cowboys could take him.
Cowboys don't want that trash.
They don't want it. It would be cool though. It'd be really cool. It'd be really cool. So I don't know. I think like football's a fucking entertainment anyways. It's not.
Yeah.
It's no longer
Seems
a
like
real sport.
everybody's fucking hurt this year. Like, people are just getting hurt left and right.
So yeah, speaking of Tyreek Hill, then from earlier, he got a pretty nasty injury.
It looked gross.
Yeah, the way he tore ligaments, including his ACL, and
He's all happy
dislocated
about it.
his
He's like,
knee.
I don't have to play for the Dolphins.
you think
again.
that's
Well,
what it was?
people were saying he was cheering on the way out because he doesn't have to play with Tua anymore.
He's not gonna play in the league
He
like
might
at a
be
high
done.
level ever.
Honestly, he might be done.
Yeah.
His whole leg rotated.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: that when you talk about karma, it's like, yeah, what are you gonna do when you go broke now?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know
Yeah.
if he could have money at his point in life. Like,
Yeah, he
already
doesn't
even-
have the mental acuity that's required to like invest and grow something unless he gets some people smart for him who aren't going to rip him off because he doesn't know how to handle his money. He
For
just
sure.
got so much of it he can do whatever he wants
and
right now.
he doesn't seem as though he could be a personality on ESPN or anything
Right,
like that.
right,
so
right.
I just don't see.
He'd be like, yeah, twin, did you see that play, twin? I think that was a good play, twin.
He's got to just run faster. I think that would be all I would do.
What do you think about this?
Maybe he can go on the flag football team.
His knee is never going to be the same. He pretty much, from what I understand, he tore everything in his knee.
Yeah.
And because it dislocated, turned sideways,
Yep.
right? So his everything in there snapped. There's
Well, it
no
got
way.
crushed in the process, right? So, like,
Yeah.
yeah, he could be done.
I think he'll never be the same. He's not going to be the speed. Like, if I were him, I would have just went to track after last year having such a bad season. I'd have been in the Olympics, but
Damn.
Fuck it.
yeah.
I think he's done. Maybe he'll go to the Cowboys and just hang out for a little bit.
Jeez.
That was such a terrible game against the Packers, too. I was like, God.
I mean,
It was fun to watch.
yeah,
It was
like,
really fun
It was
to
neck
watch.
and neck all the way into overtime, even, man. So, like,
Then the tie.
yeah, it was just
so
crazy.
sad. It was so sad. I had such high hopes for Dak Prescott throwing an interception. I had a bet going, and all I needed him to do was throw one interception. That was it, and he just balled out. I was like, dude, and then didn't win, which is even worse. It's like either win or throw an interception,
Yeah.
either or.
Yeah.
But he tied.
That's wild.
How's CD Lamb doing this year, John?
He's hurt.
He's hurt.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's saying they want to switch to grass fields.
yeah, I saw that.
So
Yeah.
I don't see that being
Ju-
the case.
Well, I'm telling you, it seems like that more and more people are getting hurt
Yeah.
every year.
I think of like the turf at Moorhead, and that's really nice, but I don't think that's any better. I mean, it's super soft though. You would think that would help in the sense of like being able to like dig into it and stuff. But like a stadium that's open, how would you have grass? Like, you'd have to roll out new grass every single time you play a game, and it would be super hard. That would take so much more work. So
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
Yeah.
know. They play outside, just like at a park, like kids do.
Well, they got to get back to like, remember when before turf even existed. I mean, they were playing muddy games.
Dirt,
They were, I
yeah.
mean, dirt, like you name it, bro. Like that was fucking football, bro. That was
Yeah.
so fun to watch.
Yep.
Even as kids, man, we had this tradition back home in Cali where because you know, in January it's like rainy season in California. You know, we get 14 days of a year of rain, but always around Super Bowl, we were guaranteed that there was going to be muddy fields up at the high school, right? So we had this tradition for years, bro, that we would go get neighborhood kids from like way down the neighborhood and everything, bro, and we just put together 2 teams and we would try to predict the Super Bowl. One team would be whoever was playing in the Super Bowl, the other team would be the other team, you know? And we would have a game before the Super Bowl and we just play mud football every year, bro. We did that for like
fun.
a handful of years in a row. And it was just really cool. We get out there and just fucking get muddy, bro, and just slamming each other, like going hard and shit. It was a good time. But you don't see games like that no more.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When they used to just really go at it, man, and the turf was the turf, you know, and they played on, you know, they shared stadiums with baseball teams, and so they played on dirt and everything, you know what I mean? Half dirt, half, you know, grass and shit. So, yeah, we're stupid now, bro. Everything is fake now.
How do you guys feel about the halftime show being announced? Did you guys see that?
Sounds pretty gay.
I haven't heard enough white people saying this is a terrible halftime show yet, which is crazy because
Everyone's afraid to.
I'm over it. I don't want to see it.
I don't know one singular song from Bad Bunny.
I've never.
I
listened
can
to
like
any of
make
his
some
music.
noises that would resemble a song. I know that.
So
but
is he really gay or trans or excuse me or bi or what?
Which one?
All the
Well,
above?
he wears women's clothing all the time in high heels, and I've seen videos of him
So
like
does Young Thug,
twerking
but
with
he's
a
a
bunch of dudes
gangster.
smacking his ass and shit. Well, yeah, but those guys are gay. Can't tell me those dudes didn't fucking sell that ass for some money, bro.
The memes
That's how they
about
got
him
famous.
are crazy right now. Like about his interviews, it's like, how could you do that to me? Of all people, how would you do that to me? People are just making a clown of him, dude. It's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I don't know if he's gay.
that was a weird move on the NFL's part, considering the climate of like political views right now with everything.
I think they're just trying to expand because they're doing like 6 games that are out of the United States. So I think they're really just trying to capture a little bit of that
Broader audience.
They're gonna
soccer
start
audience
catching
and
some
stuff
tariffs. They keep doing that shit.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, how many white people are gonna be? How many people that are in the United States are gonna
They
be like, I want to watch.
They
this
want
really
football
bad.
to be worldwide. That's why
That's
they're
it,
trying to
yeah.
make it a worldwide league, and I just don't think it'll catch on like that.
No, I don't think it's players don't want to do it. First off, it seems
Right,
like because
right.
that messes up your whole sleep. You're already like traveling from Texas to
Well, look at the Vikings. The Vikings.
to Colorado to Denver. Like
Yeah.
that's a terrible difference. Your body has to adapt.
Right, east to west too. You know what I mean?
Look at the Vikings. They played in Ireland, now in the UK this week.
Yep. Brazil, that game for the Eagles and Packers, multiple people got hurt because the field was so shitty.
Jesus.
So that was last year. So I mean, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I also don't like different television, like it's on YouTube TV and,
Right.
and
8 o'clock in the
Paramount.
morning.
That's why I'm not
It's like-
following football this year, bro. I don't want to. You know, every year I end up buying extra apps just for
Yeah.
the season
It's
because I
stupid.
need to be able to watch football on it, and then I cancel them, or sometimes I forget and I'm paying all year, and I'm like, what the fuck, you know? So this year I'm like, I don't want it. I don't
And
want.
that's why you guys got
Too
to
much
sign into
distraction.
Rocket Money / Talk.
Wait,
Podcast.
I didn't know we had a
Yeah.
sponsorship. What's going on here?
That would be
Who's
sick.
the money going to?
It's just mine.
He's like, use discount code
Dion,
2 cups at
Larry.
Red Tape Talk.
Would you guys
Fuck.
be mad?
Can you get us a discount code at least?
Yeah.
Shit, bro. Fuck, let us talk too.
That would be fire. Maybe one day. Give it a couple more months.
Fucking A. Well, let's take a quick look at this. I thought this was a funny ass fucking thing of Trump to do.
Cody doesn't like when we talk about Trump the way we do.
That's why we do it.
This is funny.
This is crazy.
That's funny.
I call it the N-word. There are 2 N-words and you can't use either of them. And frankly, if it does get to use, we have more than anybody else.
More N-words than anybody else.
People throw around
I didn't hear the last part.
word. There are 2 N-words and you can't use either of them. And frankly, if it does get to use, we have more than anybody else.
That's crazy.
Bro, I just don't know what to think of this guy anymore. He's
made
to
that
the waist.
speech though? They were like, "This will be
This
good."
is the speech he gave in front of all those generals and stuff too, because he's talking nuclear stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But on that note, let's kind of segue into that, because Pete Hegseth came in and did a monstrous fucking thing with calling all these generals. Most people were mad. They're like, "This is what he called them in for. This is what they spent millions of dollars of taxpayer money to bring these generals in who thought and all the generals, they're trying to portray them like they were mad, they were unintrigued, this and that, and it's just like they were mad because they were called in for this nonsense meeting. It's just like, no, I think this is what we need. Next, round up all the police forces in the country and fucking get them into the same order. From now on, you cannot be a fat, overweight fucking military personnel or police officer or anyone that works in what do they call them?
Protection.
Protection services or whatever. Anyone in those kind of units or roles should be in tip-top shape. It wouldn't just be to the benefit of us and to bringing crime down and fighting wars and all that, but the impression it would give to other nations. Think about how we look at Russia's military. Mm-hmm. We think they're the baddest fucking dudes. They don't play. They train like insane. They're all fit, in shape, built. You don't see a lot of fat, sloppy, can barely walk fucking generals in Russia's military, bro. So like, why wouldn't we want to be? I think it's dope that Pete did that, honestly, and so many people are trying to bash it and say how stupid and what a dumb move it is, and they're saying the general, it's like, good, he told them, if you don't like it, do the right thing, step down. Step down, take an honorable discharge.
Like I said in my Facebook post, it's something that we've been wanting for years, like decades. We've been wanting this, so it's a long time coming.
Do law enforcement next, and do fire department next. Like those guys have a pretty good standard.
They do. I don't see a lot of. I honestly have.
Oh, maybe higher rank guys. That don't have to do it. In the field anymore. But for the most part, they got to stay in shape and real capable to be firefighters. And most of the firefighters I know are in pretty decent shape. But cops, they get away. I mean, you got cops on the beat, bro, that couldn't fucking run 10 steps if they had to.
Yeah.
And criminals see that shit, bro. We talked about this before. I remember when I was a youngster, anytime we were doing some dirt and cops were coming, we saw fat cops, bro, we laughed. We were like, oh, we're getting away this time, bro. And we would run from them, and they would never do nothing about it.
Yeah.
They couldn't. They didn't have, even if they chased us in a car and cut us off somewhere, bro, they didn't have the agility required to catch any of us.
Yeah.
So we would just be laughing, running, bro. Like, it was just an embarrassment. But
I couldn't be a cop that gets done like that on camera too.
Yeah.
It's just like,
especially nowadays, like if we had phones back then when we did, I guarantee we would have filmed all the shit we did, bro.
So many times that
all the shit.
And like people just be replaying it. They'd be like, wow, you can't do your job.
Yeah.
Getting
That's
dogged.
tough.
Yeah, it's bad, man.
I don't know. So that story you texted, is that something you're gonna talk about or no? Is that real?
What
you texted?
About that person that gave you some intel?
Yeah, I'm trying to get him on.
Yeah, no. You texted on Facebook and you said that you had experienced somebody getting beat? Or
that wasn't him. He was sharing someone else's story.
Oh, I was like, what?
Yeah,
I thought that was you. I was like,
I was going to bring that up right now about the cops not doing shit, and all that.
Yeah. The same guy.
So that made the news today.
Him,
I saw.
did it?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So that was the guy that messaged you also.
Yep.
I've been tired, dude. I'm sorry.
No way, really? I thought that was happened here locally.
That's what I was. So the person is local.
Yep.
Okay.
The guy that I'm trying to get on, witnessed that assault.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, why didn't he step in? Do something? That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's what I thought it was. You. I was like, you were just watching.
That's my only issue when people like report stuff like that. It's like, what were you doing the whole time? Like, fuck. We can't hold other people accountable for the shit we're not willing to do either.
Yeah, I was explaining.
But yeah, I would love to get that dude on and hear more of what he understands and knows, because he sounded like he had some pretty legitimate information.
He said he messaged me a little bit ago. He said he sent me their link for their podcast tonight, and he's like,
he's got a podcast too
with other people, but he said there's a team of 23 of them. They're getting lots of videos and interviews from Charlie's team from Turning Point. And I asked him about the specific guests he has on. I questioned his motives, and he's like, all those angles will be covered. Yes, slowly going into Charlie. It's a It's an introduction of FBI deep state involvement into the events into the U.S. throughout history, and to Charlie's event. Also, that specific angle that we're talking about.
Yeah.
He says, we're very careful with Candace Owen theories, though. She's kind of like a Laura Loomer in a way, which I don't think.
Yeah, no way. Not even
close.
Comparable.
Sensationalism without thinking everything through and gathering as much information as you can before just throwing stuff out there, which I understand that what they're doing, but Candace is a journalist and she wants people to ask questions. That's the whole point.
If you guys see somebody getting their ass beat, do you call the cops or do you let it go?
It depends on how bad it's getting.
I mean, if it's a woman, yeah, that's a different story. But if it's a guy,
go knock someone out.
If it's a guy, you're not gonna. It depends.
If I see two dudes fighting, as long as it's a fair one,
yeah,
I leave it be, bro. I'll just stand by and watch, usually to make sure it's a fair one. But if I see a woman getting hands put on her, I'll go break a motherfucker's jaw right open, bro.
I saw a guy with like blood leaking out of his mouth one time when we were driving home, and Nicole was in the car with me, and I was like. She was like, we should call the cops. I said, fuck, I'm not calling the cops, bro. You call them. I'm good. That's none of my business.
I just remembered this when I picked my daughter up from school yesterday. I saw a fucking kid riding his bike home from school and get hit by a car, bro.
No way.
No, it's on my dash cam. I got to remember to take that shit out and transfer it real quick because it's my dash cam recorded it, but he was crossing the street. The problem is this kid was on his bike and he crossed while the light was green. But he didn't think any cars were coming, right? Well, there was one. No, yeah, it wasn't. The lights were red, but the turn light was a yield to turn left for someone. So there was a bus standing parked at the light. He was crossing the street, and as he was coming, in the bus is like this, and he was coming through. There was a car that came flying through into the left turn lane, and he couldn't see them behind the bus, so they pulled out. They were like kind of how you lean out over the line, and. They luckily they came out right before him and he slammed into the side of their car, but they were going fast enough that they went forward and he flipped over his bike and rolled on the ground, jumped up right away. He's a middle schooler, bro. He probably maybe 8th grade or some shit, right? Jumps up and like you could tell he was panicking and the car stopped in the middle of the intersection and looked back and they must have yelled something out of the window and he just like
Get out of the way.
He gave him like a panic thumbs up. He's like, I'm okay. And then he like walked over and you could tell he was like holding himself and stuff. And he kind of walked his bike over to the, to the curb and that person was still sitting there. And I'm like, get out of your fucking car and go check on him. They drove off, bro.
That's insane.
He just kept giving him a thumbs up and they drove off and he was just like walking his bike, I was like, holy fuck. I followed them for a little bit and they acted like they were going to turn around because they kept slowing down and looking back. And then they just turned off into a street and kept going, bro. I was like, damn.
Do you think so? Like, do you blame them for being shitty people, or do you think like?
Well, yes. Regardless of whether it was the kid's fault or not.
No. Yeah,
they're shitty for continuing to go
because they could have just had like really bad like stress. Like
he was in shock. He was in shock, saying he was okay. He doesn't know yet.
No, he doesn't know. But they were like so scared and freaked out that that was their freezing and
Fight
then
or flight.
They flew away. That was it.
Yeah, they chose the wrong path.
They're just pieces of shit.
Yeah, for sure.
They chose flight.
You know what I mean? If you potentially hurt somebody, fight or flight or
you
not, bro. Your decision isn't going to be like, I just better dip.
Yeah.
Unless you like you did wrong and maybe you were faded, maybe you've been it's Moorhead, maybe you were driving high. Who knows what decision made you move forward? But regardless, you're a piece of shit.
Almost
because that was a kid, bro. He was I picked my daughter up from Horizon.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was coming from that school on his bike. He had his backpack and everything. He couldn't have been higher than 8th grade coming from that school. So he's between the age of 11 and 15. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a kid, bro.
Yeah, and
he flipped. I'm gonna throw the video on. So like right here, we're gonna pause and I'm gonna show you guys the video right here. But I'll send it to you guys. But in the edit, I'm gonna put it on. I'll blur it. I don't think you can see his face because it's from behind, and he's kind of at a distance. But the whole thing's on my dash cam for sure.
That's wild.
As long as it didn't get deleted, because my dash cam just keeps recording over.
I pulled out from the gym today, and the car was like at that first light when you're going past the gym. So he was over here, and he was going pretty fast. But I was like, I got enough space. I pulled out. I got into the left turn lane to do a U-turn, and luckily, I got into like in the lines instead of actually being inside of the lane. I went to the left side of the lines just so I can make a better turn.
Yeah.
Because the light was yellow for me, and he just smoked right through the turn while I was right there
making the left
and took a left.
So he went around you basically.
He didn't even. Yeah. He got into the lane, and luckily I was on the lines, and he just went right next.
Yeah, because you got to get wide to make that U-turn.
Yeah. And
what a piece of shit.
And he's on his phone just texting. So he did not see me. He didn't know I was there.
Dang.
Not one bit. And
That pisses
if
me
I
off.
would have been in the lane, he would have smoked me, and I would have hit his car. I'd have hit his
I see people
window for
driving
sure.
and texting all the time, bro.
I was
Just
on my
staring
motorcycle,
down at their
obviously.
phones.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess
So-
it wasn't in my car. I was in my motorcycle.
This happened a couple weeks ago, a few weeks ago, actually maybe a month ago now. Leaving the gym in that fucking turn lane to take a U-turn. The light was flashing yellow. There's a line of cars that are going to take a right. There's cars coming in, right? This fucking, and I'm trying to creep out. This fucking guy behind me starts honking his horn.
No, I hate that.
And so, and he's going like this, right? And I'm just sitting there like, going like this, like, what the fuck do you want me to do? And so I'm creeping out. Well, I'm too far out now. And now I have to go back. And he starts fucking honking his horns again. And I was so, dude, when I tell you how mad I was so mad. I was literally about to get out of my car.
I was gonna say I might hop
and
out the
punch
whip
his
on that.
fucking punches. And I could tell this guy looked like a fucking dork too.
Yeah.
He looked like such a dork.
Till he pulls out his gun and fucking shoots you in your
That's
chest.
why I didn't. That's why I didn't fucking go up to his car. But when I pulled around, he goes like this. Dude, when he did that to me, oh my God, I wanted to fucking whip around and go follow him. I wanted to follow him so bad. And I was like, Cody, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. But I can tell you, like, I've never been so mad. You guys know that I have fucking anger issues, but I have been so mad. I wanted to fucking follow him so bad.
I would too.
But he was such a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Do people not understand? We have to use that as a U-turn right there. You can't do anything. You have to wait for fucking cars to pass.
Yep.
It's not just a left turn lane. That's a fucking U-turn.
Yeah.
There's some people that are so fucking dumb.
I just don't get why so many people are so impatient, like in that situation. It's like
I've had at that same light where I'm making a U-turn, like I'll tend to lean into it and kind of make a turn real sharp right there so people could tell I'm going to U-turn.
Yeah.
And I've had motherfuckers honk their horn and zip around me to make a left turn there where I'm trying to make a U-turn out of anger. And I'm just like, holy fuck, dude, you guys are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Stupid people.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's usually those people that if you confront them, then they fold like a fucking cheap suit.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what I'm
wild.
saying? But yeah, that happened. And oh God. Oh, I was so mad. I was so mad. And I think I told you, like, when it comes to like road rage incidents, like I think that's my biggest, if there's an
Problem.
incident.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of times where I would pull up to people ready to go.
Yeah, I don't
think I've ever told you this. This is a couple of years ago when we were up at the old place.
It was me.
No.
He was like, he was about to beat my ass.
No, this happened like, I think it was that day that we had a podcast. I had pulled in front of somebody and this guy, he was in my blind spot. I couldn't see him. I was in the Durango. Pulled in front of him and he's like sitting there fucking like flipping me off again, right? In my rear view. And I'm just like, wow, what a fucking asshole. And so, and he, pulls in front of me and slams on his brakes. And he's like, yeah, he's trying to get me to fucking run into him, right? And so I was like, okay. He pulls off into the Hooligans parking lot.
Mhm.
So I zip around and I pull into the parking lot, jump out. And I knew that there was two guys in the car. It was him and his buddy in the car.
You have told this story before.
I told you.
Oh, okay.
But
I don't think I've heard this. Maybe not. Maybe.
So I jumped out and I was like, let's fucking go. I'll take both of you. And then I didn't realize that he was waiting. His friend was also there, like waiting for him. And his friend. And I said, I was like ready to go. I was like, let's go. And he starts fucking mouthing off while he's walking away. And his friend that was just waiting for them. And he's like going like this, trying to calm everybody down. And I was like, yeah, you're a fucking real big guy talking shit while you're walking away. Okay, sounds good. And they just walked away and ran into Hooligans. But
They went in there, pissed them pants and shit, I'm sure. No real man
Did
who's
you
really
see that
about
big
it's gonna
guy?
just keep walking
You
away
see how I
talking
was talking
shit.
to him? That was sick, wasn't it?
No, they went in there and were just like, dude, fuck that guy. He's a fucking bitch. I would have beat his ass, but I gotta go pee.
Yeah. I was about to shit my pants. I had to go, dude.
I gotta pee. I'm prairie dogging,
It's
bro.
the flicking off, that gets me.
Oh, for sure.
If it's that right there, that sets me off.
I think age is just, it fixes those things, because I used to be the worst at that, bro. Road raging, and like I tell stories about how I jumped out at Taco Bell and fucking punched the window of some kids that were flipping me off and shit. You know, like I've done crazy shit, bro. Like out of pure anger, like when people try me, I'm like, oh, you motherfuckers don't have a clue. You know, I'm always ready. Nowadays, I'm just like, yeah, what the fuck ever. Or I'll pull up next to them and just look at them and be like, what's up? And they usually just like turn away or some shit. But and then I just grab my gun, bro. I'm like, please try. Please try. I'm never going to be the one to jump out and initiate it because I don't want to get shot. But if you come at me, you should have thought about not getting shot too. Yeah. I'll be sitting there waiting to pop you.
It is pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy.
You can't fight no more, bro. No one fights anymore.
No.
These motherfuckers do not throw hands anymore, bro. So it's like the point of me getting in a rage where I'm going to get into a situation with somebody and think that we're just going to box it out and it'll be over is unrealistic anymore.
No, not with
so I find my comfort in just being like, look, it's not that I'm afraid to jump out and get crazy with you motherfuckers. It's just that I don't want to have to kill somebody today, because that's what's going to happen. I'm not just going to jump out and fight people anymore. I know that just as well, like they're ready to shoot people these days too. So it's a matter of, you know, who makes the first wrong move, bro. If someone gets shot,
be ready to die if you're gonna make stupid choices.
Yeah,
that's for
straight
sure.
up, man. Straight up. It's just the society we live in now, man. These motherfuckers do not go hands anymore.
Yeah,
they don't. And I think one of the things that instigated that a lot is everybody's a motherfucking trained MMA fighter now too. So motherfuckers just got in the habit of saying, I'm just gonna shoot your ass, bro. Like,
yeah.
So that's what people do. They just carry guns and they're ready to pop, because 99% of the time you're gonna run into some dude that fucking trains MMA or some shit. But man, I'd rather take an ass whooping than get killed. But nobody wants to throw hands anymore.
Yeah.
I think it's also part of the reason, like, is because we live in North Dakota.
Yeah.
And everybody, like, I just assume everybody's got a gun,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Like,
the most unsuspecting characters here have a gun.
For sure.
At least like where I come from, you could be like, if they look like a fool, you could be like, oh, they're probably strapped.
Hood fool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in most common day people aren't going to be strapped.
Yeah.
Here,
wild.
these motherfuckers, they all got
got a
guns.
gun.
You know what I mean? Grandpas are walking around strapped and shit out here. It's just like, they don't play with guns out here.
Yeah. Our work,
different.
they say no firearms, obviously, and so that's interesting. And I'm like, you understand that we live in North Dakota and that everybody has a gun? All it takes is for somebody to say, you're on my property, what the fuck?
Yep.
And then they come out with a shotgun. Like,
Yep.
that happens.
Especially if you're a black dude.
Especially if you're a black dude. I don't go to people's houses without, like, making contact first.
Yeah.
Unless I don't get out of my car. I'm not going to be like,
You're like, don't be alarmed. I'm black.
I'm black. I have dark skin.
I just want to borrow some sugar.
Okay, this is not fucking deep south, fucking Alabama.
If somebody was walking around my house, they better believe I'm going to probably come out with a gun.
If I see your red truck with a fucking thing on there, I know you're a working man.
Working man.
Yeah.
He could be
I
he could
still
be an
wouldn't.
immigrant from El Salvador,
Especially
too.
if you're living on a farm, like it, and no
I
one
see
made
Dion
contact with you.
the skinny jeans coming out. I know that he's a working man.
They love me, honestly. They do love me. Even the racist ones love me. They're like, damn, I didn't know they could be this good. That's what they like. It is pretty nuts. Like,
Okay.
you wouldn't think that you. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of racist people here, but they're not racist to me. I tell you that. They're usually real good. And I don't get yelled
everybody
at
loves Drake.
in person. Yeah, a lot of people love Drake. You know, like in person. They might talk to me crazy on the phone for a second, and then I'll be like, hey, if you want to talk to me crazy, I can tell you right now, that's not my house. I don't give a fuck. Like, I can either help you and you shut the fuck up, or you can act like this and I will just go to my nice house where I don't have problems like this. And if I do, I fix them. So that's what I tell people. And that's on the phone. In person, no one will talk to me any type of way. Usually everyone's pretty kind and pretty nice, and they're accepting, even when they're pissed off too. Like, I've never had an issue where somebody was yelling in my face.
Everybody will talk.
I got a crew in Bismarck, and like the guy who runs that crew out there, he's 21. He gets yelled at all the time to his face. Yeah, but he looks young. You know,
That's
like,
why.
Nicole's like, you could just get braces right now. I said, bro, I can't get braces.
For instance,
I got a reputation to uphold.
We had this. I don't want to dime them out, but we had this piece of equipment in our old house, right? and we had to have their company service our equipment sometimes. And what we'd have to do is we have to call them, and it would just be this lady that absolutely fucking hates her job or just hates people in general.
Yep.
And she was just a nightmare to talk to. And it wasn't just me, it was Kate too. I always had problems with this lady. And finally I had enough of it. And I drove to their fucking place. And I was like, I'm Cody Mount. You remember my name?
Mm-hmm.
She was like shocked that I showed up there. And her fucking demeanor changed because I raised my voice and I was like, told her straight up that she was rude on the phone and I hated talking to her. And then her manager came out and he's like, what's going on? Turns out I know this guy from the gym, not this gym, but Family Wellness. Lived in there for 10 years ago. He remembered me and he hooked me up. Whatever you need, Cody, we'll make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her straight up, I was like, I don't know what her problem is, but every time we call her, she's just been rude as hell over the phone. And I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
And ever since then, we didn't have a problem with her. Every time we called her, she was very cordial and nice.
Yeah, see, I mean, sometimes it just takes that reality check. Like,
Well, that's the thing. People don't get checked enough either.
yeah.
And so they continue to misbehave and treat people like shit because everyone's just like, oh my God. And they just try to avoid it. You have to start putting people in their fucking place too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people got to feel it, man. They got to.
When I was young, I like one of the most like memorable things that happened that I like will take as a lesson in life. My dad and I went through like a fast food restaurant line or whatever in the car. And the guy on the speaker was like just kind of talking crazy and stuff. And obviously my dad was like a little bit of a hothead back then. So like he'd know any sort of little bit of disrespect will set him off and like no getting him back. And he was talking a little crazy on the thing. And I don't even remember what he said. I was too young to remember, obviously. But I just remember when we got up to the window, my dad said, if I ever come back in this line and you talk to me like that again, I'm going to come in there and I'm going to beat your ass. And the kid was like,
probably some kid.
He was a kid too. He was so shocked. He was like, oh, I just remember that. And I was like, dude, that's why you got to have respect.
You guys had some bomb ass spit burgers that day.
It was after though. It was when he already gave us the food and everything. And my dad said, dude, if I come back in this line and you're here and you talk like that, I swear to God, like. And I was like, that's true. People, like, if you run
that's
into
what
a real
people
person,
need. They need
what,
to feel that.
Yeah. It's not like he grabbed him by the shirt and fucking,
right.
But he's
No,
like,
it's true. It's true. It's some people just, they talk, they're rude. They talk that crazy shit.
especially to like a grown man as you're a kid. I mean, that's simple.
It's the
principles.
internet culture though, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They're used to being able to do that over the internet that they think that they can do that shit over a phone, not realizing, or an intercom, not realizing, well, that person can actually just roll up here and grab you. You know that, right? It's not like a fucking like or an emoji on Instagram, bitch. Yep. Someone could reach out and grab you right now and don't think you're slick. And you see that all the time, man.
It's pretty nuts.
It's so bad in society, like the employee culture.
Mm-hmm.
At any business you go to these days that requires customer service, bro, it is the trashiest experiences you can have.
Yeah.
I think in history that we've ever seen, man.
I don't go to fast food much now, obviously, but like, and rarely ever, to be honest. Like, I go to like a quicker place, but not like a Burger King or McDonald's or Taco Bell or whatever. And like when I do go there, I'm like, holy shit, this is something. This is like a whole tier down. It's interesting.
Certain type of people.
It is.
It's a certain type of people.
It is.
And they get to keep those jobs because no one wants to fire them.
Exactly.
So they use and abuse the workplaces. You know what I mean? They show up when they want to. They don't show up when they don't want to. Like they do whatever they want, and they know they're not going to get fired.
And COVID was crazy for that, where they were like, "Yeah, we're closing because they don't know."
We haven't bounced back from that, bro. Like I don't know what people are doing for money these days, but it's just become a weird society where, like, you know, my brothers both work in hardware stores, bro, and they say like people just dog everyone all the time. Like they just be like, I'm not coming in today, and be like, that's really fucked up. We're short staffed. You know, we need you. She's like, not my problem. I don't feel good.
Yeah, because
they know nobody's like my brothers they're both in management positions, and they're both like, man, we want to fire people, and they're always told you can't. Because
people just want to be on unemployment. That's the point. That's why they want you to fire them. They're waiting for you to fire them.
They're daring you to.
So,
yeah.
I just looked up the place I was talking about, the Google reviews. They have a 2.4.
That's crazy.
And some of the reviews are just talking shit about that lady I was talking about.
What place was it? Oh, you didn't want to blast them, huh?
I'll tell you guys later, but I wrote a review on them 7 years ago.
Holy shit.
And there was a review just recently, too.
That's wild.
Talking shit about that.
So everyone that hasn't gone in there to scare her is still getting treated like shit.
I guess.
See, that's the direct consequence. Yeah. When you go in there and you make them feel you, all of a sudden, they might still be pieces of shit to everyone else, but you got the respect you deserved.
I got my wisdom teeth out, and I was looking at the place before I went, and the lady at the, like, everybody was complaining about the lady at the front desk, and I was like, she can't be that bad. And they're like, she's just an absolute, like, nightmare. Piece of work. Like, she talks to people just crazy. She doesn't want to be there. You can tell it in her voice. Like, and I got scheduled. Everything was fine. She called me 2 days prior or a day prior and was like, hey, blah, blah, blah. I said, do you guys need my insurance card like when I get there, or how does that work? And she's like, no, we need it right now. Obviously, we need to be able to. I was like, no one told me that, so how would I know? And she was like, oh, can you get that information from me? And then I got there the next day, and she was just fine. It was a nice lady. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Why would she think to talk to somebody like that? Like, you're not that busy, first off, so you don't need to be talking like you're in a rush. Like, shut the fuck. Like, that's crazy. That was crazy.
I just, when stuff like that happens to me, I can't handle it, because I've done too much in my life to be disrespected like that. Yeah. And I just won't tolerate it.
I think that's part of the problem that we're seeing in society too, is that people like us, they're just fed up with going to places to, if I get treated a certain way, I just don't go there anymore. If I go here for customer service or for a meal and it's just trash and I just won't go there. So that's where the other part of the decline comes, right? You have horrible employees now, but then you also, as a direct result, you got people who are so fed up now because it's just everywhere we go that we're literally, like, there's places in town that me and my family have concluded we will never go to again based off experiences. I'm like, oh, you will never see me here again now.
100%.
And so there used to be a time where it's like we can go anywhere, it just depends.
But on the flip side of that,
now I won't go. I'm just like, nope. After that one experience, you'll never see me here again. You'll never get my money.
But on the flip side of that, I will go out of my way to help and promote people that
the right ones.
Yep. Or people or businesses, whatever it is.
Yep. I tell people too, I'm like, you know what? You're really fucking good at what you do. It's really hard to come by good customer service these days. Like, keep doing it, even when you're in a bad mood. Try to be this person you are, because it's dope. It's dope to experience. I tell people all the time, and I'm a fucking dope tipper, bro. You can ask my wife; she hates that I tip the way I do. Yeah, I'm a dope tipper. But if you are a piece of shit, I will let you know by not giving you a dime, bro.
I'll say it.
I will not. I do. I
say it all the time.
I always say, like the service was so bad, like you lost your tip. But otherwise, I'm a fucking really good tipper.
Oh, if it's terrible in the moment, I'm like talking while they're walking away. I'm like, God, this is just terrible, sir. I'll be like, this is awful. I wouldn't tip this person 5%. Like, this is nothing to me.
I don't tip. If you give me bad service, man,
I don't tip them.
Fuck those people.
I don't. You got to have consequences, man. And because I tip so well when the service is good, I feel like I'm in a good place.
Especially if I see you fucking go into another table and talking like differently. Like if you're treating other people better than you're treating like me. Not necessarily saying you should treat me better than other people, but if you're gonna treat people differently at a job where you're supposed to just treat everybody really nice to make more money, then I feel like that's something pretty simple. Like if it was my job to be nice to you, if you go to the strip club, right? The stripper's not going to be like, ugh, what do you want? Like, they're going to fucking do their best.
They're going to pretend that they'll let you take them home and put it in.
Yeah, they're going to pretend like you're the man, you know? So that's what I want my bartenders and waitresses to do.
Yeah. Pretend you want to go home with me and I'll tip you well.
And I'll tip you well. That's all I want, dude.
It's just a burger, dude. Chill.
Call me honey and darling. And
dude, I love an older lady that freaking just is serving like dude, she'll get $40 off me. Just like,
yeah. You got to go to the Village Inn in Moorhead. There's a lady that runs that place.
That lady's awesome.
Hard, bro.
She flirts hard. My dad's gonna be fighting somebody.
Not me, bro. She doesn't flirt with me. I've seen it.
Yeah, she does. All those old people are always talking. They're like, "Oh, why are you always here? What do you know? I'm like, dude, you got to get out of there. Like, people are noticing there. You better figure something out. Like." Wow. It's my mother, Cody.
It's Cody. She runs that place. No, she's awesome. We and Kayla have gone there a few times for like breakfast and stuff back in the day, and she always treats us really good.
And she just got the best attitude. Like, she'll go in
The way
back.
she interacts with old people is like that's her forte. Like
It's insane.
everyone there seems to love her and they all know her and she calls everyone by their names. Like that's customer service though. That's what it always used to be like. Now when you see that, you're like, damn, that's a breath of fresh air. It's so rare.
It's pretty
because
crazy.
it is. It's so rare nowadays, man.
But that's where I hold my standard to is like, if you can't do that, then, and she's running the whole place. Like, if you can't do that, half of that, really, like, what are you doing?
If you came in hungover, you don't work when you're here, and you're mad and bitter all the time. She's running the joint. She takes all the complaints. She manages the money. She works the schedules, and she's still delivering exceptional service. That is how people should be with other people's money, though.
For sure.
That's 100%. Like, as a business owner, nothing pisses me off more than when I hire somebody and they try to treat my customers like shit. I'm like, whoa, you don't have that fucking right. Like, you're crazy, you know? And it's always the people who want to get paid better, too.
Yep.
It's just like, what the fuck?
Like,
do you
I'm
mean?
worth
Like,
more.
yeah.
No, fuck.
Prove it.
Yeah.
Like, if you prove it, then the best way that you can prove it is you increase the revenue of the business.
Yep.
I will reward anybody that can increase the revenue of the business. You just have to prove it that you're worth your shit. I'm all for that, bro. I'm all for it. But for people to be like, well, how come I don't get my yearly, review and raise? And it's just like, well, you suck at what you do. That's why. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean?
Sure.
Like, that's how it should be, though. People don't do that no more.
It's tough out here.
Yeah.
That's our rant.
It's hard out here in these streets, son.
It is. That's why you got to stay out the streets, bro.
Yeah, you got to get inside.
I'm a hood fool. I'm
You gonna make a gym in your house, or
You got a new neighborhood, bro. We got to go in there and make some wreck over there.
Yeah.
You just have a treadmill?
Just a tread, dude. Try to get rid of it too, because we don't got time for that.
For
How much do you
cardio?
want for it?
Oh yeah, he's shopping gym equipment.
It's a Peloton.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
A Peloton treadmill?
Yeah.
Those are dope.
Oh, fucking no.
Sounds kind of gay.
Gay.
Why? What's gay about it? You don't have to do the fucking.
The brand in general is gay.
Yeah, Brandon's pretty gay.
You just don't like them because Dana White don't fuck with them.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
They're un-American.
They made bad choices during COVID.
They did.
Yeah,
So
I
fuck
agree.
them. I don't want to throw it away.
I will say that thing is heavy as
That's what I don't really. I need like a small one. I already have the heavy ass one in my basement. Once that thing breaks, I got to break it down.
Oh, that's right. You bought one of those old ones. Yeah.
It works amazing. I
Yeah.
don't think it'll ever break, to be honest. So that's good. It's in my basement though, and it was very difficult to get down there.
Yeah, the one I have in my basement, I had to take it apart and put it through the basement window
Yeah.
because we couldn't get it down our stairwell. And
Is it
shit.
the big ones too?
Yeah, it's one of the big ones.
They're so heavy, dude.
Yeah.
It hurt.
It was a bitch to take apart and put back together too.
Yeah.
I was pissed the whole fucking time I was doing it, bro. I
It's
was not
not
a good
fun.
employee that day.
You said you bought a safe, right?
A gun safe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a big
How'd
ass
you get
one.
it downstairs?
I didn't. I brought it in my front door and put it in my upstairs closet.
Oh,
You got
Yeah.
wood stairs?
And
You have wood
that
stairs or
thing was a
carpet?
bitch. In fact, I think it was
yeah,
me.
It's carpet. Yeah.
Carpeted stairs? Just tip it on its back, have it on the dolly.
That's what I did.
Just to have somebody at the bottom of the stairs. Well, I'll come over and help you do it, but we just did my dad's and that.
Strapped it onto a dolly.
No, I just flipped it on its back onto the stairs, and then I was at the bottom of the stairs, and
Yeah,
he
just
was.
drag
We
it
were
up.
both at the bottom actually, and we just let it fall down the stairs because it just slides.
Yeah.
If it's
I
carpet.
did use a dolly for mine, and I just pulled step at a time. And I think it was like Kayla and Parker or someone that were at the bottom, and it would just. I mean, this thing it weighs like fucking probably 800 pounds.
I know.
At least.
I know. That's what
At
I've got a
least.
utility
Our
dolly
fucking-
though.
Our fucking they fucked our walls up already. So we gotta get that
No,
repaired.
the movers.
Yeah.
Damn.
They usually are pretty good about
But that's
that, though.
under the purchase and shit, so you can hold them accountable.
Yeah, no, I'd help you do that. Try not to fuck up your walls, but I don't have any guarantee.
No. So I
I
think
wouldn't fuck up your walls.
our trophy. You guys seen our trophy case, right?
Yeah.
It's really heavy.
I can't say I've seen it. I wouldn't
But
want to
the guys,
that. That
the
doesn't
guy-
sound fun.
it's huge. The guys that they sent are not.
big.
Yeah.
They're probably thinking, why does this motherfucker have us carrying this shit? Look at him and all these trophies.
Which they did it when I was not at the house. I wish I was there. I could have probably prevented that because if I would have saw him struggling, I would have fucking helped him.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Did you tip them?
Yeah, they did. They did tip him.
That's good. I always liked to tip when I was
And I gave him backpacks. Well, the first time I gave him guard backpacks.
They threw that shit away.
Hell yeah, they
They were like-
they did, bro.
I gave him one of them an application. I was like, fill this shit out and get back to me.
He was like, "What the fuck?"
They
is
got in their
this?"
car and they said, "Fuck that guy," and they were like, "Fuck America, bro."
Well, one of the kids, he goes to NDSU, so I'm sure I'll run into him at some point.
Those are like the nice backpacks, though, aren't they?
They are nice.
I was gonna say,
That's fun.
I'd keep it.
Stored.
Yeah, just put it in my closet for a long time.
Hell yeah.
All right, we good?
Yeah, I gotta
yeah.
piss so bad.
Hell yeah. Guys, we appreciate you checking us out, man. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the channel. Tell your friends about us. Don't tell your friends about us. Talk good, talk bad. It doesn't really matter as long as you were talking about us. Peace.